Anne Frank. She was Anne Frank. Anne Frank Anneliese Mary, born on 12 June 1929 and died in 1945. She was a German-born Jewish girl. She wrote a diary while hiding with her family and four friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in Second World War. As the Nazis came to power in Germany, she along with her family moved to Amsterdam but got trapped when the Nazis occupied Netherlands. So she was born on 12th June 1929 and died in 1945. She was a German-born Jewish girl. So Jewish girl means they have different types of different requirements they have. So how the Jewish will be, what are their habits, and how their lifestyle and how they are going to lead their life. See, all Jewish were required to wear a yellow star. See here, a yellow star like this. Turn it their bicycles, do their shopping between 3 and 5 p.m. So they have to do shopping between 3 and 5 p.m. and go to only Jewish owned barber shops and beauty parlors. They have to go to their own Jewish owned barber shops and beauty parlors. They have to attend Jewish schools, and they're not allowed outside after dark. Means after dark, after sunset, they are not at all allowed outside. Had to give up jewelry and valuables. They are not able to wear any jewelry and any type of valuables. And so, see, she was born a German-born Jewish girl. She wrote a diary. This is the lesson about Anne Frank diary when she wrote while hiding with her family and four friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in Second World War. So this was happened in the Second World War duration time. At that time, Germans were occupied Netherlands. So they were have to escape from the German people. So along with her family, she moved to Amsterdam along with the four friends. So Amsterdam is a capital to Netherlands. After the Jewish population was being persecuted, and so the family went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden rooms in her father Otto Frank office building. They remained in hiding for 2 years. Then they shifted to a concentration camp where Anne died due to typhus within days of her sister Margot Frank. Their father Otto was the only survivor of the group. See here, the Jewish population was persecuted, was punished, was severely punished by the German people. So the family went into hiding in July 1942. In July 1942, they went into hiding. Where they went? They went into the building of Anne Frank father Otto Frank. Otto Frank's office building. They went into the father's Otto Frank's office building. So how many years they stayed there? They were hiding for 2 years. And then they shifted to concentration camp where Anne died. She was died due to typhus. Typhus is nothing but a different type of fever, severe fever. Before her death, her elder sister Margot Frank was died. So Her father, Otto's father, Ernst's father, Otto was the only survivor of the group. So, in this situation, the Jewish people were persecuted, was being persecuted in the hands of German people. So they want to hide. So they went into the hiding in July 1942 in the hidden rooms of her father, that is Otto Frank's office building. So they stayed for 2 years and they shifted to concentration camp where Anne died due to typhus. So she died due to typhus. It is a different type of fever, severe fever, which leads to death. Her sister also died. Among all the group members, her father, Anne's father, was the only member who is Otto, only survivor of the group. So, after the war ended, he returned to Amsterdam and found Anne's diary He got it published under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. So after the war, again he returned. Who returned? Ernst's father returned to Amsterdam. There he found Anne's diary. That the name of the diary, and later he got it published under the name of The Diary of a Young Girl. The diary was a gift to Anne on her 13th birthday, and gives a detailed account of her life from 12th June 1945 to 1st August 1944. So, where her father, Anne's father, Otto Frank, was one of the survivor. After the completion of war, he returned to Amsterdam. So there he found Anne's diary. So really he was surprised after seeing the diary. So he got it published, and he named The Diary of a Young Girl. So in this diary, this is a diary gifted to Anne on her 13th birthday, and it gives a detailed account. This diary gives a detailed account of her life from 12th June 1942 to 1st August 1944. So, in this way, he found a diary and he got it to publish, which deals with all the things in her life. So, the diary was originally written in Dutch language. So actually the diary was in Dutch language and became one of the world's most widely read books. So the Diary of Anne Frank is also one of the world's most widely read books. Many films, television, theatrical productions and an opera have been based on the diary. Anne Frank has become one of the most famous and talked about Holocaust victims. So the diary was originally written in Dutch language and it became one of the world's most widely read books. Many films, television, theatrical productions and an opera. Opera means regarding to musical drama. So many things were based on the diary. So this diary became as one of the most famous diaries, talked about Holocaust victims. Holocaust victim means the people who were destructed in one particular scenario. That is, here Anne Frank is one of the victim that which she faced several destructions, several suppressions in the time of Second World War. So that's why this diary was very familiar and it was very popular. And it was used in different sectors like film, television and theatrical productions and an opera and in many things. So here the lesson will start. It will goes on in this way. See here. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. See here, like me. Who is me here? Anne Frank. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old school girl. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. See here, writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Who is me here? And Frank. Not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old school girl. So I was feeling that Anne Frank was saying, I was feeling it was really a strange experience for me, because not only because this is the first time I was writing, but also in this diary no one shows interest. No one shows interest of a 13-year-old school girl, and no one showed interest in musings. Musing means a period of reflection or thought. So anyone else will show interest to study my diary, to read my diary. So it was really strange experience for me. In that way she was saying, oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. So okay, whether anyone are interested to read, anyone are interested to know a 13-year-old schoolgirl things, whether I don't know they were interested or not, but it doesn't matter for me. I feel that I have to write and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. What is the meaning of getting all kinds of things off my chest? Means to express something that has been worrying you and that you have wanted to say. So here she was feeling that whether anyone are interested or not, I don't know. But writing a diary for the first time is really a strange experience for me. And one more thing that I want to write, I was feeling that I want to write and I want to get all the things off my chest. Means I want to express all my worry. I want to express everything. I want to relieve myself. In that way, she was feeling. So in that way, she started her diary. So which gives one real strange, which she was thinking that it was a real strange experience for him. Paper has more patience than people. She was saying that in a very next line, paper has more patience than people. Paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and I was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. Yes, paper has more patience than people. She was saying that paper, when compared to people, paper has more patience. So I thought that when she thought in that way, when she was depressed, really very sad, really very worried about something, at that time when she was sitting at home by keeping chin in his hands, in her hand in this way, she was bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or out. In that situation, he thought that paper was very patient, more patient than people. So that's why he decided to write diary. I finally stayed where I was. Brooding. Yes, paper does have more patience. Paper does have more patience. And since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff-backed notebook grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference. So I finally stayed where I was. So in the previous paragraph, she said that I was very depressed. I am feeling that paper is more patience than people. So I thought I thought to write something. So, but I was in a situation, I was in a depression, that I was in a very worried mood. So I was sitting alone under the chin, putting hands under the chin in this way. And she was thinking whether to stay in or go out. Finally, she stayed where she was, brooding. Brooding means engaged in deep thought about something that makes one sad, angry, or worried. Yes, paper does have more patience, and since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff back notebook grandly. Grandly means in a proud manner. So paper has, as I discussed earlier, paper has more patience. So that's why I'm not planning that any one of them, opposite person, any other person, I didn't let them to read my stiff back notebook. Stiff back means very strongly covered diary, which was gifted to her in her 13th birthday. So they should not open her book in a proud manner. Unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a big difference. So I don't have friends. I don't have real friends. I didn't find real friends. So diary, she wanted to make diary as her real friend. So that doesn't make any difference. She was thinking in that way. In that way she was thinking, and she was making that diary as his friend. Now I'm back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. So which make her to write diary means, in the first place, who provoked her to write diary is nothing but she was feeling lonely. She don't have any friend. So that's why she thought to write a diary. She thought to make the diary as her true friend. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world, and I'm not. I have loving parents and 16-year-old sister and there are about 30 people I can call friends. I have a family, loving aunts and a good home. So we think that she was alone, but again she was giving clarity that don't feel that I was not completely alone in the world. Why? Because I have loving parents. She was not completely alone. Why? She have a very good family. She have loving parents, a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people who can call friends, not real friends, not two friends, just friends. I have a family, loving aunts and good home. So I'm not alone. No, on the surface I seem to have everything except my one true friend. Yes, I have everything. I have my family, I have sister, I have father, I have aunts, I have good family, I have some 30-member friends who are friends, just friends, not true friends. All I think about when I am with friends is having a good time. Yes, I really have a good time when I am with my friends. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closure, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. In any case, that's just how things are, and unfortunately, they are not liable to change. This is how, this is why I have started the diary. So here Anne Frank revealed that what makes her to start diary. So she was saying that I can't bring myself to talk about anything. Just he was always willing to talk only everyday things. We don't seem to able to get any closure, and that's the problem. Means she was not able to share his secrets. See, maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. Confide means share secrets with someone. So it is her fault. She was feeling that yes, it is my fault. I was not able to share my secrets with anyone. So that's why I was lacking with friends, real friends, true friends. In any case, that's just how things are. And unfortunately, they are not liable to change. This is why I have started the diary. So for this reason, I have started the diary where I can't trust my friends, where I can't share my secrets, where I can't share some important things. So that's why it is more safe than trusting people than the paper. So that's why I want to make diary as a friend. To enhance the image of this long-awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend, and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. Yes. So, to enhance the image of the long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend. So I don't want to make this diary by putting all the facts into the diary, but my only thing, my major intention to start writing diary is to share everything, to share my secrets, not to make me to feel alone. So that's why I started writing diary, and also I am going to call this diary Kitty. So here she was not only started writing diary, but also she thought that it would be better to treat diary as a friend. Up to now we discussed what makes Anne Frank to write diary, that she have not true friends. She was eagerly waiting for a real true friend. But but by thinking that we can't say she was alone. She have a beautiful family, a sister, family, aunts, beautiful home, and so-called 30 friends and everything. But whenever she feels depressed, she want to share everything to one particular person, and she was thinking that it should not be a person. First, paper is far more better than person. So that's why I want to share everything in a paper. So that's why she wanted to start writing diary. Not only started writing diary, she want to treat the diary as a friend, and she named this diary as Kitty. See the oral comprehension check here. What makes writing in a diary a strange experience for Anne Frank? So, what makes her writing in a diary is a strange experience, not only writing for the first time, but also she was thinking that she can share everything in that diary. She can trust that diary. So she was excited to share his experiences in the diary. So she was writing for the first time, and nobody is going to read. Why? Nobody will be interested to know about what was going on in a life of 13 years schoolgirl. So that's why no one will show interest in it. So that's why she feels a very strange experience. Second question, why does Anne want to keep a diary? The main thing was she don't have friends. By seeing this, we can't say that she was alone. She have a family. She have 30 friends. She have aunts, good aunts. She have sister and everything. But she was waiting for. She was dreaming for. She was imagining for a true friend. So she don't have friends. So she want to make diary as her friend to share everything. Why did Anne think she could confide more in her diary than in people? Yes, already you know the meaning of confide. Confide means sharing secret and everything. She believes that a paper to have more patience than people. So that's why she was not at all interested to share any secrets to opposite person. So she decided to write and confide in a diary. So up to here we completed first part. Coming to the second part, since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were plunged right in. Plunged right in means start writing at that moment. I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, means introduction, much as I dislike doing so. So, since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I want to plunge right in. If I start writing at this moment, no one will understand except including Kitty also. So I want to provide a brief sketch of my life introduction. So, my father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12th June 1929. So first, she started explaining about her father. Her father was adorable father, and she loved her father a lot. She didn't marry her mother until he was 36 and her mother was 25. Means in olden days, why she mentioned this means in olden days we are very familiar with child marriages, but this marriage somehow after their particular age they were engaged. My sister Margaret, so she mentioned about her sister, elder sister was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. After 3 years in 1929 June 12th our Anne was born. I lived in I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margaret and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. Margaret went to Holland in December and I followed in February when I was planked down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. So she lived in Frankfurt until she was 4. Anne Frank lived in Frankfurt until she was 4. Her father emigrated. Emigrated means leaves one's own country in order to settle permanently in another. So her father emigrated to Holland in 1933. Along with her father, her mother, Edith Hollander Frank. She also went with him to Holland in September. While Margaret means her elder sister and Anne were sent to Aachen to stay with her grandmother. So Margaret went to Holland in December and she followed in February when I was planked. Plunk means put down abruptly down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. So their parents were emigrated to Holland, where these three people were staying in, where Margaret and Anne were staying in her grandmother's home. I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. First form means in olden days class is also called as form. First form, sixth form, now we call as first class, second class, or third, grade 3, grade 2. In that way, in olden days class is also called as form. I started in the first form. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cooperus, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. See here, she started right away the Montessori nursery school. She stayed there until she was 6 years old, where she started his first class there. First forum means first class. In the sixth class, in the sixth forum, in the sixth class, her headmistress. Headmistress means a woman who is the head teacher in the school. If a man who is the head teacher in the school means what we call headmaster, right? So a woman who is the head teacher in the school is called headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. So from first standard to sixth standard, she was studied in Montessori school. So she have a good bonding between her and her headmistress. So that's why at the end of the year, it was really a heartbreaking farewell for Anne. In the summer on 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. So my birthday passed with a little celebration. Grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and Grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So in the summer in 1941, grandma, where the both of parents were left, aunt and her elder sister with her grandmother. She fell ill and she have an operation. So Anne's birthday passed with a very little celebration, and grandma died in January 1942. Within 1 year of her operation, grandma died. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. So she loved her grandmother so much. How she loved means she can resemble here. See this sentence. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So for every birthday, for anyone's birthday, they lit the candles in their cake. Along with the candles in their in Anne's cake, he also lit another candle for grandma. So she mentioned that as grandma's candle. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date. That brings me to the present date of 20 June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. Yes, the four of us means here Anne Frank father, Otto Frank, Anne Frank mother, and Anne Frank sister, and Anne Frank. The four of them were doing well. Really, they were doing well. Why? Because up to now, the people were emigrated to Holland. These two children were kept in her grandmother's home. Suddenly, grandmother fell ill and she got an operation. And immediately after 1 year of operation, she died. Now. Now again the four members were combined, united. So the present date, that brings me to the present date of 20 June 1942. So this is the date where Anne started writing diary. Yes. So in this is the second part. In this second part, we come to know when Anne started writing diary. First, he want to mention about her family. I have a wonderful family, mentioning about their father, who was a very lovable person and who was a very good gentleman, who married her mother in a particular age. And she also mentioned about her mother, and she also mentioned about her sister. In the second part, we come to know about how their parents emigrated to Holland and how they spent with her grandmother, and what makes Anne felt very bad after her grandmother's death. And she was also mentioned about her headmistress in Montessori school, where he studied up to first forum to sixth forum, and everything she mentioned there. And she felt that it was really very heartbreaking farewell at that day. In that way, in the second part we come to know each and everything, the family background and the family status of Anne Frank. Yes, coming to the oral comprehension. First question: why does Anne provide a brief sketch of her life? So why she provide a brief sketch of her life means where no people will show interest to read a musings. Musing means the time of that particular time, particular period, the things or situations happen in that particular period. She don't want to mention. Of course, she mentioned. Along with that, she want to provide a brief sketch of her life. Second question: what tells you that Anne loved her grandmother? Of course, as we discussed earlier, she loved her grandmother too much. Why? Because that no one could understand her intensity of love for grandma. Why? Because the main touching gesture means lighting up one candle for grandmother during Anne's birthday is also a poignant reminder of the love for grandma, an emotional reminder. So when she was in a happy mood, when she was celebrating her birthday with all the family members, she wanted to make that somewhere she was missing her grandma. So that's why she lit a candle, a separate candle for her grandmother. This makes and this shows that how much Anne loved her grandmother. Next, these are the two questions in the second part. Yes, coming to the third part, what she mentioned here. Saturday, 20 June 1942. Dearest Kitty. As we know earlier, Kitty is the name of what? Kitty is the name of a diary. Yes, she want to feel that Kitty as a friend. Diary. She want to make diary as her friend. So that's why she mentioned Kitty. So our entire class is quacking in its boots. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who will move up to the next form and who will kept back. Half the class is making beds. Half the class is making beds. GN and I laugh ourselves silly at the two boys behind us, CN and Jacques, who have stacked their entire holiday savings on their bed. So, here in this diary, in this particular date, Anne was mentioning about her classroom situation which was happening in her school. So, this is the situation, our entire class is quacking in its boots. Boots means shaking with fear and nervousness. What is the reason behind this? The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who will move up, means who will promote to the next form. As I discussed earlier, form means class. Who will go to the next form, who will promote to the next class, and who are going to stay in the same class for next year also. So half the class is making bets. So in this issue, who are going into the next class and who are staying in the same class, in this issue, all the class members, half of the class members of Anne, they were making bets. GN and I laugh ourselves silly at the two boys behind us. GN is one of the friend of Anne, and Anne also laughing themselves by seeing at the by looking at the two boys. CN and Jacques, these are the two boys who have staked. Staked means put on risk their entire holiday savings on their pet. So two of the boys, Anne and Gian, observed that two of the boys they were betting all the entire holiday savings for the sake of betting. So really it was so for the sake of betting they were for the sake of betting they were losing entire their so for the sake of betting, two of their classmates were betting entire their holiday savings. From morning to night, it's you are going to pass. No, I am not. Yes, you are. No, I am not. Even G's pleading glances and my angry outbursts can't calm them down. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back. But teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on the earth. See, from morning to night entire class was going on regarding to the discussions. You are going to pass. No, no, I am not going to pass. No, yes, you are going to pass. No, I am not. In this conversation, even G is pleading. G was requesting that glances and got very angry that she thought half of the class, quarter of the class were dummies, that they were not able to do anything, that they people have to be kept, should be kept in the same class. But teachers are the most unpredictable creatures. Means she mentioned and mentioned that teachers are most unpredictable creatures. Means unpredictable means we can't predict that. So we don't know what will happen. In that way she mentioned. I'm not so worried about my girlfriends and myself. We'll make it. The only subject I'm not sure about is maths. Anyway, all we can do is wait. Until then, we keep telling each other not to lose heart. So, Anne was saying that I was not worried about anything. Even my girlfriends also not worried about anything. Just I have doubt on only one subject. I am not sure about that. That is maths. Of course, maths for some of the students, they feel that maths was a very difficult subject. In the same manner, Anne was also feeling that, she was not sure about mathematics. So we have to wait. What they can do is they have to wait. So up until now, they should not lose their thought. I get along pretty well with all my teachers. There are 9 of them, 7 men and 2 women. Mr. Kizing, the old 4G, who teaches maths, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. After several warnings, he assigned me extra work. See here, I get along pretty well with all my teachers. She was very comfortable with all their teachers. There are 7 men teachers and 2 women teachers, lady teachers and gent teachers were there. So 7 men teachers and 2 women teachers. Among them, Mr. Kizing, the old foggy. Foggy means an old-fashioned person who teaches maths. Actually, mathematics is a subject which disturbs our end very much, at the same time including the teacher also. So she was mentioning that Mr. Kizing was who teaches maths. He was an old-fashioned person, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. Of course, we know that here this By this sentence we come to know Anne Frank was very talkative in the class. After several warnings, he assigned me extra work. Of course, after several warnings, for sure punishment will be there or extra homework will be there. This is the situation, the same situation happened here. What is the extra homework given by Mr. Casing? Let us check it once. See, an essay on the subject. So here Mr. Casings was vexed with the Anne Frank's disturbance in the classroom, so he decided that he want to give some extra homework for Anne. So what he gave, an essay on the subject, a chatterbox. So she want to write an essay on a chatterbox. Chatterbox is nothing but who always used to talk blah 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 in that way, continuously talkative person. So a chatterbox. What can you write about that? I had worried about that later. I decided. I jotted down the title in my notebook, tucked it in my bag and tried to keep quiet. So, what I have to write about Chatterbox? Finally, she decided. She write down the title, just Chatterbox, and just she tucked the notebook in the bag and just she felt calm. And that evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. So, after she finished the rest of her homework, the note where she wrote the heading of the chatterbox, she caught that caught her eye. I began thinking about the subject while I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Of course, everyone will have the habit of chewing the pen or pencil in a very small age. Yes, here our Anne Frank also done the same thing. She was thinking that she finished all the homework when she saw the title of Chatterbox. She began to thinking that while she was thinking, she used to chew all the tip of her fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. Yes, anyone could ramble. Ramble means talk or write aimlessly for long. Anyone could do that. Anyone could talk, anyone could write anything aimlessly for a long time. And leave big spaces between the words. But the trick was to come up with convincing argument. The main trick was that finally you have to convince that. Means what is the meaning of convincing arguments? A statement made in such a manner that people believe it. You have to convince that a statement which was given by a particular person, that statement should convince, that statement should believe by the opposite people to prove the necessity of talking. In that way, she mentioned her idea about Chatterbox. I thought and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Casing had assigned me and was satisfied. I argued that talking is a student's trait and that I would do my best to keep it under control, but that I would never be able to cure myself of the habit since my mother talked as much as I did, if not more. And thus they not much you can do about inherited traits. Yes, I thought and thought. Who here I means Anne Frank thought and she suddenly she got an idea that she wrote 3 pages. To Mr. Casing and assigned to Mr. The assignment which was assigned to Anne Frank, she successfully completed that assignment and submitted to Mr. Casing. She argued that in that assignment, talking is a student's trait, special quality. Talking is a student's special quality, and that I would do my best to keep it under control. I am doing my best to keep it under my control, but I would never be able to cure myself. Why? Because it is an inherited trait. It came from my mother. That habit of talking, that habit of talking too much, that habit of continuous talking, that habit of talkativeness came from my mother. So I was not able to inherit that. Here, the meaning of inherited traits means qualities that physical or mental that one can get from one's parents. So this is the quality which I got from my parents. So how can I stop this? In that way, she mentioned. In that way, she mentioned that this is the quality which I grabbed from my mother. So I can't make it in control, but I am trying to keep it under control. Mr. Kissing had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. Yes, Mr. Kissing was somehow laughed at her arguments done by Anne Frank. Okay, he was somehow convinced. Okay, he left, but again she started talking in his next lesson. Again he assigned a second essay, so that title as an incorrigible chatterbox. What is the meaning of incorrigible? Something that cannot be corrected, usually a bad quality. So this time Mr. Kissing make Anne Frank to write about incorrigible chatterbox. I handed it in, and Mr. Kissing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the 3rd lesson, he would finally had enough. So again, he submitted the assignment on an incorrigible chatterbox. So he thought that Mr. Kissing thought that yes, I can be easily and I can safely deliver my lectures. So this time Anne Frank is not going to disturb me. Why? Because I have already punished her with the 2 assignments. So in that way he thought. But however, during the 3rd lesson he would finally had enough. Again, Anne Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. So this time Mr. Kissing was vexed with her behavior. Again he gave punishment that she want to write an essay entitled, what is the title of that essay? Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. In this entitled essay, she want to submit this essay, this assignment for the Kissing. So we'll see whether Anne Frank was able to write it or not. Yes, the class roared out of laughter. I had to laugh too, of course. Though I would nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes, it was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Fanny, who's good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. Mr. Kissing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I would make sure the joke was on him. Yes, this time when Mr. Kissing said, this is the 3rd punishment, this is the 3rd assignment that I am giving, that you have to write an assignment entitled Quack, 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 Mistress Chatterbox. So everyone were laughed, and even our Anne Frank was also laughed. So she was vexed with the topic chatterboxes. This time something new. She have to try something new and original. Her friend San suggested that as she was good at poetry, so she offered that I'll help you in your essay. Just write this essay in verse. And Anne was jumped for joy. Mr. Kissing was trying to play a joke on her with this ridiculous. Ridiculous means funny subject. What is the subject which was teaching by Mr. Kissing? Yes, maths. But I make sure the joke was on him. He was making funny. He was making ridiculous on the subject. But Anne Frank was saying that subject was taught by that Mr. Kissing. So the joke was also on him. In that way, Anne Frank done. So I finished my poem and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with three baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Kissing took the joke the right way. Yes, finally, Anne Frank finished the poem, which was entitled Quack Quack Quack, said by Mistress Chatterbox. She finished her poem and it was really beautiful. She wrote in that way, the poem is about mother duck and father swan with three baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, finally, Mr. Kissing took the joke the right way. Mr. Kissing were take it in a very common manner, and he was cool person, of course. He read the poem. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments and to several other classes as well. Since then, I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Kissing's always making jokes these days. Yes, Mr. Kissing read the poem in the class, adding his own comments, not only in the class where Anne Frank was studying, but also in the other classes as well, since he have been allowed to talk. So after that, after punishing by giving 3 assignments, Anne Frank was allowed to talk and he was not haven't been assigned any extra work. Mr. Kissing always making jokes these days. So this is the diary, one of the extract from the diary of a young girl with a slight adaptation, just an extract from young girl. So in the third part, we discussed many things about her experience and Frank's experience in her school days, where this part starts with first betting with the friends. They were going on, all the class were shivering with fear because it was the day of the result. Once we can say this, it was the day of the result where we have to know who is going to promote to the next form and who are going to stay in the same form. That is the day teachers have to decide, where Anne Frank also mentioned that teachers are unpredictable. Teachers are unpredictable. So unpredictable creatures. So she mentioned that many of the teachers were there, like 4 or 5, 7 gent teachers and 2 lady teachers. Among them, Mr. Kissing, one of the math teacher, always, and was very sure that he was very confident he was going to promote, she was going to promote to the next class, but she was not sure about mathematics. But also the teacher who teach mathematics, Mr. Kissing, she always, Anne Frank always used to disturb his class, always talking. She was a talkative person. In this part 3, we come to know that Anne Frank was a talkative person. How much talkative means? To stop the chatterbox, her teachers used to give punishments, especially Mr. Kissing, mathematics teacher. He gave punishments like by giving extra homework. For the first assignment, he gave to write an essay about chatterbox. When Anne Frank come to this title, just she put a chatterbox title and she tucked the book in her bag. After going to home, when she saw that the chatterbox title, then she got an idea. She started writing about some 3 pages about chatterbox. Yes, after showing this assignment to Mr. Kissing, he was somehow convinced. He was somehow satisfied with the writings of the Anne Frank. Again, he hoped that it will be quiet. Anne Frank will be quiet for the next lesson. But again, in the second lesson, the same was repeated. Again, Anne Frank started talking with her friends, more talkative in the class. Again, Mr. Kissing gave one more punishment, one more assignment, that write an essay about for the second time, he gave assignment about incorrigible chatterbox. Second time also she wrote something. She thought that it was not good, and she wrote something on that, that it is going to be some inherent traits. Talking is a student trait. That is a special quality of the student. But I am trying to control to talk under control, and in that way she completed that essay. And she also mentioned that Anne Frank mentioned that it is the inherited traits. How can I control? It came from my mother, inherited traits. So how can I control? In that way she ended that assignment. Okay, for the next time Mr. Keesing was somehow satisfied with the answer which was given by Anne Frank, but again he thought that it will be quiet and calm in my class. In that way, Mr. Keesing thought, but again in the third class, Anne Frank started talking as earlier. So again, for the difference, he gave a different assignment entitled "Quack Quack Quack," said by Mistress Chatterbox. So this was entitled for the last assignment. So in this assignments also he was thinking, and Frank was thinking how to complete this assignment, but with the help of her friend who was very interested in poem, she said that you have to complete this essay, complete this assignment by using verse. So in that way she encouraged Anne Frank, and finally Anne Frank wrote an essay. Finally, Anne Frank wrote an essay about, finished his poem about mentioning mother duck and father swan and baby ducklings who were bitten to death by father because of too much of quackling. So by seeing this final assignment, Mr. Keesing was somehow very relaxed. Mr. Keesing took the joke in a very right way, and he read the poem to the entire class, not only in the class but also remaining classes. And he never haven't been assigned any work to Anne Frank. So this was a story, one of the extract from the diary of a young girl. Shall we move on to the oral comprehension? Yes. Why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Anne? What did he ask her to do? Why? Because she was very talkative in the class. He assigned extra homework. So she was continuously talking in the class while he teaching in the class. So that's why how he punished means by assigning some extra work. For the first time, he asked Anne Frank to write an essay on a chatterbox. How did Anne justify her being a chatterbox in her essay? She gave two arguments to justify her chatterbox. That is, two justification to justify chatterbox. She gave two arguments. The first one is about it is a student trait. It is one of the special quality of the student. What? Talking is one of the special quality of the student. Second one is it is a inherited traits. How can we stop that? Nothing cannot be done about the inherited traits. In this, by the mentioning these two arguments and justify her being a chatterbox. Do you think Mr. Keesing was a strict teacher? No, of course. Mr. Keesing was a strict teacher. By giving some assignments, we can, if the student done mistakes, actually some of the teachers they give punishment, some of the teachers they give assignments. When compared to this manner, Mr. Keesing was not at all a strict teacher, but fun-loving guy. See, he punished Anne by asking her to write an essay on chatterbox. So for the second time, incorrigible chatterbox. And for the third time, quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. He was trying to play a joke on her. However, she came up with a brilliant poem, and Mr. Keesing cannot be entirely labeled as a strict teacher. So he was also fun-loving teacher. What made Mr. Keesing allow Anne to talk in the class? So, what made Mr. Keesing allow Anne to talk in the class? It is the final thing. Finally, Mr. Keesing come to a conclusion that he allows Anne to talk in the class. Why? Because before that, he was punished by Mr. Kissing on 3 occasions as a punishment. He gave different topics to Anne. On each occasion, he was impressed by the manner how she presented. So finally, Mr. Kissing accepted the fact that Anne would always be that way. So that's why Mr. Kissing allowed Anne to talk in class. Yes, thinking about the text. First question, was Anne right when she said that world would not be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old girl? No, she was not right saying that 13 years the world would not be interested in the musing of 13-year-old girl. Of course, the world will be interested anything in any issues. There are some, coming to the second question. There are some examples of diary or journal entries in the before you read section. Compare these with what Anne writes in her diary. What language was the diary originally written in? In what way is Anne's diary different? Okay, these questions, regarding this question, before you read, one activity was there. So when you complete that activity, you are able to understand this question. So as diary was originally written in Dutch, as we discussed earlier, it was written in Dutch. Her diary is different from others in many aspects. The name of her diary is Kitty. So she started writing the diary by mentioning dearest Kitty and ended the account by yours Anne. Her diary was a lot more personal than other diaries. This question, you'll clearly understand this question when you complete the activity before you read section. Third question, why does Anne need to give a brief sketch about her family? Does she treat Kitty as an insider or outsider? So Anne first, before going to start her diary, she mentioned that a paper has more patience than people. So she usually sits depressed and all alone. To clear the clouds of doubts, she want to mention that sketch of her family about adorable father. She have a compassionate mother and kind grandmother and loving sister. She treated Kitty as an insider. She called it her best friend and was very ready to confide in it. Why? Because she mentioned that we can't trust friend, and was able to confide with any other people. Means Anne was able to share any secrets with other people. So that's why she want to make Kitty as an insider. Fourth question, how does Anne feel about her father, her grandmother, Mrs. Cuperis and Mr. Casey? What do these tell you about her? So Anne felt that her father was the most adorable father she had ever seen. And whenever she was mentioning her grandmother, she mentioned that she loved her grandmother so much, and she lighted candle on her, one of the candle for her grandmother on her birthday. Coming to Mr. Kupris, he was also the headmistress. When she was discussing about his headmistress, she said when she completed from fourth forum to sixth, from first forum to fourth forum, she studied in missionary Montessori school. So there, at the end of the day was end of the day, farewell day. When she was saying about Mr. Kissing, he was a math teacher. So the bonding between Anne Frank and Mr. Kissing was really very funny. Everybody was attached to her father, grandmother, Mrs. Cooper, mistress of Montessori school, Mr. Kissing, math teacher. Everyone was attached to her, and Mr. Kissing could not help but laugh at her essays and acknowledge her smart mind. So in that way, we can feel about them. Fifth question, what does Anne write in her first essay? Yes, in her first essay entitled with Chatterbox. Second essay entitled with Chatterbox, and wanted to come up with convincing arguments to prove that necessity of talking. That she mentioned that it was a student trait. Talking was student trait, a student's special quality. So no one could not stop that, and I was trying my best to keep it under control. She mentioned that. So after submitting that essay, that first essay, Mr. Keesing got good luck by reading her arguments. Annie says, sixth question. Annie says teachers are most unpredictable. Is Mr. Keesing unpredictable? How? Yes, she felt that teachers were the most unpredictable creatures on earth. Mr. Keesing could not be termed as unpredictable. The way Anne always talked while the class was going on, any teacher would lose his temper. Of course, instead of giving assignments, they may give punishment also. But Mr. Keesing always gave her assigned her to do extra work like a charter box, and three assignments he gave to Anne Frank. Charter box, quack 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 said by Mistress Chatterbox. In that way, different types of assignments she accepted. Finally, in the end of the lesson also, Anne Frank mentioned that he accepted her talkative nature, and Mr. Keesing allowed Anne Frank to talk in the class. Why? Because without assigning any extra homework. So that's why we can say that Mr. Keesing was not unpredictable. Keesing was unpredictable. Yes. What do these statements tell you about Anne Frank as a person? We don't seem to able to get any other, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. So these are in the seventh question, so many statements were given from the lesson. You have to find out which how the statements will say something about Anne Frank as a person. Find it out. So here, this statement that says that it was not able to find out, it was not able to find that one particular person, one true friend, one real friend to confine each other. So that's why the statement was really makes Anne person was a strong person. Okay, this is about a diary of Anne Frank by Anne Frank. Thank you. Hari Om.